Eliana's heart pounded as she pressed her lips against Sarah's in the dimly lit corner of the campus library, the thrill of secrecy electrifying every nerve. But when the door creaked open and Tessa's gasp shattered the silence, Eliana froze, realizing her hidden desires had just been exposed to the one person who could unravel her entire world. In that instant, the air thickened with unspoken accusations, and Eliana knew her carefully constructed facade of the perfect daughter and straight-A student was crumbling. Tessa stood there, her backpack slipping from her shoulder, eyes wide with a mix of shock and something deeper: betrayal? Confusion? Eliana pulled away from Sarah, who muttered a quick excuse and fled, leaving the two alone in the heavy atmosphere. Tessa, It's not what it looks like, Eliana stammered, but the words felt hollow even to her. Tessa, her roommate and closest confidant since freshman year, had always been the one Eliana turned to for everything. Late-night study sessions, family drama events, even crushes on boys that now seemed like desperate lies. Inside, Eliana's mind raced. How could I be so careless? I've hidden this for years, buried it under layers of denial because mom and dad would never understand. They're the epitome of conservative suburbia, church every Sunday, family values plastered on every wall. If they knew their only daughter was like this, it would destroy them. Or me. Tessa crossed her arms, her blonde pixie cut framing a face usually lit with easy smiles, now etched with hurt. Ellie, Sarah? My best friend? How long has this been going on? Her voice was low, trembling, not with anger but with a vulnerability that stabbed at Eliana's guilt. Eliana sank into a chair, her thoughts swirling. I thought I could keep it compartmentalized, school life separate from home, desires locked away. But Tessa's always been too perceptive, too close. We've shared everything. Secrets about her toxic ex-boyfriend, my fears of failing pre-med. Now this. It started a few weeks ago, Eliana admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. I didn't mean for it to happen. I was just exploring. Exploring? That sounded pathetic. The truth was she'd known since high school that boys didn't stir anything in her. But admitting it meant facing the judgment, the whispers in their small Ohio town where being different was a sin. Tessa sat across from her, the library's fluorescent lights casting shadows that mirrored the darkness creeping into their friendship. Exploring with my best friend? Do you know what this does to me? Tessa's inner turmoil bubbled up. I've always felt something off about Ellie, those lingering glances, the way she avoids talking about dates. But this? It hurts because Sarah was mine to confide in, and now they're together? Or was it just a fling? Worse, why does a part of me feel jealous, not just betrayed? Tessa pushed the thought away. She wasn't like that. She had boyfriends, crushes on guys. This was just shock talking. As the night wore on, they talked or argued in hushed tones. Eliana poured out her fears. The pressure from her parents to marry well, to follow the path laid out for her. Dad already has me lined up for med school. And mom's planning my future wedding in her head. If they find out, they'll cut me off or worse, send me to some conversion camp. The words hung heavy, evoking images of horror stories Eliana had read online. Tessa listened, her own conflicts rising. My family's not much better. Catholic roots, expectations to settle down with a nice man. But seeing Ellie like this, vulnerable, it stirs something protective in me. Am I angry at her? Or at myself for not noticing? By the time they left the library, the campus was deserted, stars blinking indifferently above. Eliana walked beside Tessa, the silence deafening. I have to fix this, she thought. But how? Apologize? Deny it? No, the damage is done. Tessa glanced at her, a tentative question forming. Does this mean you're gay? The word felt foreign, loaded. Eliana nodded slowly, the admission freeing yet terrifying. Lesbian, I think. I've been fighting it. Tessa's response surprised even her. Okay. We'll figure it out. But inside, Tessa wondered, what does this mean for us? The next days blurred into tension. At their shared apartment, conversations were clipped, avoidance the new norm. Eliana buried herself in studies, her mind replaying the kiss, the exposure. Why Sarah? She was safe, detached. But Tessa's reaction lingered, a mix of hurt and curiosity that Eliana couldn't decipher. During a family call, her mother's voice chirped through the phone. Any boys catching your eye, sweetie? Eliana forced a laugh, the lie tasting bitter. If only you knew, Mom. It would break your heart and mine. Tessa, meanwhile, grappled with her own demons. At a coffee shop with friends, she overheard whispers about those kinds on campus, the judgment casual yet cutting. Is that what they'd say about Ellie? About me if I stick by her? The thought of losing friends' family approval weighed heavy. Yet, late at night, Tessa found herself thinking about Eliana differently. Her auburn waves, her intense focus. Stop it, she chided herself. This is just confusion from the betrayal. One evening, as rain pattered against the window, Eliana confronted Tessa. We can't keep ignoring this. Tessa sighed, her resolve cracking. I know. It's just hard. Their talk deepened, vulnerabilities exposed. Eliana shared childhood memories of feeling wrong. Tessa admitted her own doubts about relationships. In that moment, a spark ignited. Not of romance yet, but of understanding. But Eliana wondered, is this the start of something? Or the end? As weeks passed, the rift began to mend, but subtly shifted. Study sessions turned intimate. Glances lingered. Eliana's heart fluttered when Tessa laughed. A feeling she pushed down. I can't risk losing her too. Tessa too felt the pull, questioning her identity. What if I'm not as straight as I thought? The societal pressure loomed. Friends' expectations, families' traditions. One night, after a heated debate on campus politics, their hands brushed, electricity surging. Eliana pulled away, fear gripping her. Not now, not with her. But the tension built, unavoidable. During a group project, Sarah reappeared, apologetic. Tessa's jealousy flared, surprising her. Why do I care so much? Eliana reassured her. It's over with Sarah. Relief washed over Tessa, mingled with realization. Maybe it's not just friendship. As they walked home, rain soaking them, Eliana's mind raced. This could ruin everything. Yet the pull was stronger. The campus party was in full swing, music thumping through the frat house, but Eliana felt isolated amid the crowd. Tessa had dragged her there to blow off steam, but now Tessa was chatting with some guy from her psych class, his arm casually around her shoulder. Eliana's stomach twisted. A jealousy she hadn't anticipated bubbling up. Why does it hurt so much? She's straight, or at least that's what she's always said. I should be happy for her. Tessa laughed at something the guy said, but her eyes darted to Eliana across the room, catching her pained expression. Guilt gnawed at Tessa. I've been flirting to prove something to myself, to her. But it feels wrong. Since that night in the library, everything's changed. Eliana's confession opened a door I didn't know existed. Late nights I'd lie awake, replaying our conversations, feeling a warmth that's more than platonic. Eliana excused herself to the porch, the cool night air a relief. Inside her head, doubts swirled. Coming out to Tessa was supposed to free me, but now it's complicating everything. My parents called today, pressuring me about summer internships, hinting at setting me up with their friend's son. The thought makes me sick. How long can I pretend? Tessa joined her soon after. The guy's advances shrugged off. You okay? She asked, concern etching her features. They sat on the steps, the party muffled behind them. I saw you with that guy, Eliana said, trying to sound casual. Tessa rolled her eyes. He's nothing. Just distracting myself. From what? Eliana wanted to ask, but fear held her back. Instead, she opened up about her family. Dad's been on about traditional values lately. If he knew. Tessa placed a hand on her arm, the touch lingering. He doesn't have to know yet. But Ellie, you can't live a lie forever. Tessa's words hit hard, mirroring her own internal battle. I've always played it safe, good grades, good girl. But seeing Eliana struggle makes me question my own path. My mom expects grandkids, a white wedding. What if that's not me? The realization terrified her. That night, as they walked back, Tessa's mind raced. What if I like her? The thought was both exhilarating and daunting. The following week, conflict escalated. At a family dinner via video call, Eliana's mother probed about her social life. Met any nice boys? Eliana deflected, but her father chimed in. Remember, we raised you right. No funny business. The veiled homophobia stung. After the call, Eliana broke down to Tessa. They'd disown me. Tessa held her, the embrace crossing friendship lines. In that moment, Tessa admitted to herself. This feels right. But society pushed back. At a campus event, a speaker railed against deviant lifestyles, drawing cheers from some. Eliana felt exposed, whispering to Tessa, "That's what they think of us." Tessa squeezed her hand, but inside panic rose. "If I pursue this, I'll face the same hate." Her conservative friends already gossiped about those girls in dorms. One afternoon, Sarah confronted Tessa. "You like her, don't you?" Tessa denied it vehemently, but the seed was planted. That evening, she and Eliana argued. "Why are you pulling away?" Eliana demanded. Tessa snapped. "Because this scares me. My family, my life. It's all at risk." Eliana's hurt was palpable. "I thought she understood. But maybe she's right, the cost is too high." Yet attraction grew. During a late study session, their eyes met, tension crackling. Tessa leaned in, hesitating. "Ellie, I think I feel it too." Eliana's heart soared, but doubt crept in. Is this real or just confusion? They kissed tentatively, the world fading. But afterward, regret hit Tessa. "What have I done? This could destroy us both." The betrayal came subtly. Tessa confided in a mutual friend about her confusion, swearing secrecy. But word spread, whispers reaching Eliana. "Tessa told someone?" Eliana confronted her, tears streaming. "I trusted you." Tessa apologized profusely. "I was scared." Inside, she berated herself. "I betrayed her to protect myself. What kind of person does that make me?" Eliana withdrew, focusing on classes, but the pain festered. "My first real connection shattered by fear." Tessa, racked with guilt, sought her out. "I messed up, but I care about you." They reconciled tentatively, but trust was frayed. As midterms loomed, external pressures mounted. Eliana's parents visited unexpectedly, their scrutiny intense. "You seem distant," her mom noted. Eliana forced smiles, hiding the turmoil. During the visit, Tessa acted normal, but the strain showed. After they left, Eliana vented. "They'd never accept this." Tessa nodded, her own family dinner looming. There, her father joked about queers ruining society, making her flinch. "I can't bring this home." The moral dilemma deepened. Pursue love and risk everything, or deny it for safety. A turning point came at a protest on campus against anti-LGBT bills. Eliana attended, passionate. Tessa hesitated but joined. Seeing Eliana speak out, Tessa admired her courage. "Maybe I can be brave too." But backlash followed. A friend distanced herself, calling it a phase. Tessa's resolve wavered. In the quiet of their apartment, they talked deeply. Eliana shared her fears of loneliness. Tessa her guilt over the betrayal. "I chose fear over you," Tessa admitted. Eliana forgave but warned, "We have to be all in." The decision hung heavy, each weighing the price. Summer break approached, amplifying the stakes. Eliana dreaded going home, where pretense awaited. "I can't keep lying," she told Tessa one night. "Their bodies close but minds distant." Tessa stroked her hair, whispering, "Then don't. Come out when you're ready." But Tessa's hypocrisy gnawed at her. "I'm urging her while hiding myself. My sister's wedding is coming up. Everyone expecting me to bring a date, a guy." The conflict peaked during a road trip to Tessa's hometown for the wedding. Eliana agreed to go as just friends, but the charade chafed. At the rehearsal dinner, Tessa's family fawned over her, aunts asking about boyfriends. Tessa laughed it off, but Eliana felt like an outsider, the secret burning. "Why am I here pretending? This hurts more than hiding alone." Tessa's inner turmoil raged. Seeing Eliana uncomfortable, "I hate myself for putting her through this. But coming out now? It would steal the spotlight, hurt my sister." The moral choice tore at her. Family loyalty versus personal truth. During a quiet moment, Eliana pulled her aside. "This feels wrong. Like I'm your dirty secret." Tessa's eyes filled with tears. "You're not. I just need time." The wedding day was beautiful, but tension simmered. As vows were exchanged, Eliana watched, envious of the open love. Could we ever have that? Tessa, catching her gaze, felt a pang. After the reception, drunk on champagne and emotion, they argued in the hotel room. "You're ashamed of me," Eliana accused. Tessa denied it, but deep down fear ruled. "It's not you, it's them, society." Eliana stormed out, leaving Tessa alone with regrets. "I pushed her away to protect us, but at what cost?" Eliana wandered the streets, phone buzzing with Tessa's calls. I love her, but this half-life is killing me. Back home, her own family pressured her about future plans. Find a nice man, settle down, her dad said over dinner. The words fueled her resolve. No more. But without Tessa's support, it felt impossible. Tessa returned to campus alone, guilt consuming her. I betrayed her again by not standing up. She confided in her journal. The price of silence is losing her. Days later, Eliana returned cold. We need space. Tessa nodded, heartbroken. The separation amplified their pain. Eliana threw herself into activism, joining LGBT groups, finding community but missing Tessa. Tessa, isolated, faced her mirror. Who am I without her? A coward? She attended a support meeting secretly, hearing stories of loss and triumph. One woman's tale of losing family but gaining self echoed her fears. The damage from her choices weighed heavy. Eliana's trust eroded, their bond frayed. Reconciliation came slowly. Tessa apologized sincerely, admitting her flaws. I was wrong to hide us. Eliana, softened but wary, shared her growth. I've been thinking about coming out to my parents. Tessa offered support, but inside, she questioned her readiness. The societal backlash loomed. Job prospects, friendships. A major confrontation arose when rumors spread on campus. Someone outed them subtly in a group chat. Eliana faced stares, whispers. Is it true? A friend asked. Eliana stood tall. Yes. But Tessa panicked, denying involvement. It's complicated. Eliana felt betrayed anew. How can I trust her? The argument that followed was explosive. You let them think it's just me. Eliana yelled. Tessa broke down. I'm terrified. Their damage was evident, emotional scars from repeated hurts. But in the vulnerability they connected deeper. Tessa finally admitted. I love you, but I'm scared of the cost. As fall semester began, pressures mounted. Eliana's grades slipped from stress. Tessa's family noticed her distraction. A call from Tessa's mom. What's wrong? Boy trouble. Tessa hung up, tears flowing. The moral quandary. Sacrifice love for family, or vice versa. Eliana pushed for commitment. We can't keep hurting each other. Tessa agreed, but doubt lingered. At a family gathering for Eliana, her cousin cornered her. Heard rumors. Hope it's not true. Eliana deflected, but the encounter shook her. Telling Tessa they held each other, the world closing in. The turning point. Tessa decided to come out to her sister first. The conversation was tense, tears shed, but acceptance came. I love you no matter what. Boy, Tessa shared with Eliana. Maybe we can do this. Eliana smiled, hope flickering. But the road ahead promised more pain. With newfound courage, Tessa planned to tell her parents, but fate intervened. A leaked photo from the protest, Eliana and Tessa holding hands, circulated online. Tessa's phone exploded with messages. Her father's call was furious. What is this? Are you one of them? Tessa's voice shook. Dad, I love her. Silence, then disconnection. The rejection hit like a freight train. I've lost them. The price of truth is my family. Eliana rushed to her side, but Tessa pushed away. This is because of us. Guilt consumed Eliana. Did I force her? Our love shouldn't cost this much. They argued, blame flying. You weren't ready. Eliana cried. Tessa retorted. I did it for you. The damage deepened, resentment brewing. In the aftermath, Tessa's family cut contact. Her mother's email cold. We need time. Tessa spiraled, questioning everything. Was it worth it? Eliana, supportive yet hurting, faced her own backlash. Her parents saw the photo too. A tense call. Explain this. Eliana came out, voice steady. I'm lesbian and Tessa's my girlfriend. Her mother's sobs echoed. How could you? Her father. You're no daughter of mine. Disowned, funds cut. Eliana faced reality alone. The societal pressure crushed them. Friends distanced, jobs questioned. Eliana lost an internship offer after concerns about lifestyle. Tessa's grades plummeted. In their apartment, silence reigned. Eliana thought. We've paid dearly, family security. Is love enough? Tessa's inner conflict peaked. I chose her, but the loss haunts me. One night, she snapped. Maybe we should end it. Eliana recoiled. After all this? The fight exposed raw wounds, betrayals, sacrifices. But amid tears they clung together. We can't give up, Tessa whispered. Healing began tentatively. Therapy sessions unpacked traumas. Eliana shared. I feel guilty for your pain, Tessa. It was my choice. They rebuilt trust, but scars remained. Community support helped. LGBT groups offered solace. Yet moral debates lingered. Was outing ourselves right or selfish? A new conflict. Tessa's ex resurfaced, offering normalcy. Come back to me, forget this phase. Tessa attempted briefly escape the pain. But seeing Eliana's strength, she rejected him. This is who I am. Eliana, unaware, sensed distance. What's wrong? Tessa confessed, strengthening their bond. As winter set in, they faced holidays alone. No family invites. They created their own traditions, but loneliness stung. Eliana wondered. Have we awakened to freedom or isolation? Tessa echoed. The price was high but necessary. External threats emerged. A hate note on their door. Freaks out. Fear gripped them. Reporting it, they faced indifference. Just words. The incident tested resolve. Eliana. We fight back. Tessa. Or hide. The choice. Confront society or retreat. They chose action, organizing a campus event on acceptance. Speaking out, they shared stories, drawing allies but enemies. Backlash. Online harassment. Tessa's resolve hardened. I've lost much. I won't lose dignity. In quiet moments, love deepened. I choose you again, Tessa said. Eliana nodded, but doubt whispered. At what further cost? Spring brought tentative hope, but trials persisted. Eliana's job search faltered due to discrimination. Tessa's family reached out sporadically, conditional love offered. Change and we'll welcome you. Tessa refused. Accept me as is. The standoff pained her. Have I made the right choice, trading family for authenticity? Eliana supported, but her own wounds festered. A scholarship revoked citing moral concerns. Rage built. Society punishes us for being true. They debated ethics late nights. Is love worth the destruction? Eliana asked. Tessa. Yes, but the system is broken. A betrayal from within. A former friend leaked private messages, twisting their story. Media picked up, sensationalizing. College lesbians defy families. Exposure amplified hate but also support. Strangers reached out, sharing similar tales. Eliana felt empowered. Our pain awakens others. Tessa, however, cracked under scrutiny. I can't take this. She withdrew, considering leaving school. Eliana pleaded. Don't let them win. The confrontation forced reflection. Tessa. I've damaged us with indecision. Eliana. We've both paid, now choose forward. Recommitment came during a quiet getaway. Away from chaos, they reconnected. We'll build our own family, Eliana vowed. Tessa agreed, hope reigniting. But returning reality hit. Tessa's sister visited secretly, urging reconciliation. Mom misses you. Tessa wavered. Mend fences or stand firm? The decision, meet halfway. Tessa wrote her parents, explaining her truth. Réponse, tentative dialogue. Progress but slow. Eliana's family remained silent, deepening her isolation. Why fight for those who won't? She pondered. Climax built at graduation. Both walked the stage, families absent. Pride mixed with sorrow. Afterward, they celebrated privately, toasting resilience. But Eliana questioned. Have our choices been right or reckless? Post-grad, they moved to a progressive city, jobs secured in inclusive environments. Challenges lingered, societal stares, internal doubts. Yet, growth evident. Eliana. I've awakened to my power. Tessa. The damage healed somewhat. Years condensed into reflection. Conflicts resolved, not erased. They married quietly, friends as witnesses. Families? Partial mends, Eliana's parents distant, Tessa's thawing. In the end, their story was one of sacrifice and triumph. But was the pain justified? Did love conquer all? Or did society win by forcing such costs? Was it morally right to pursue their love despite the familial and societal devastation it caused?